President Bukola Saraki and Kwara State Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed has dumped the All Progressive Congress for the opposition People Democratic Party. Saraki announced his decision on his verified social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook on Tuesday. The statement on Facebook read, "I wish to inform Nigerians that after extensive consultation, I have decided to take my leave of the All Progressive Congress." Ahmed, on his part, announced his decision via a statement issued on his behalf by his senior special assistant on media and communication, Dr. Muhyiddin Akorede in Ilorin. The statement read, following the due consultation with the people and in response to call by major stakeholder groups in the state, Kwara State Governor Alhaji Abdul Fattah Ahmed today defected to the PDP, having realized that APC can no longer serve as a platform for achieving the aspiration and expectation of his people. Saraki later issued a statement to explain why he had to dump the APC after he announced his defection through his social media accounts. He stated that this is not a decision that I've made lightly, if anything at all. I have tarried for so long and did all that was humanly possible, even in the face of great provocation, ridicule, flagrant persecution, to give opportunity for peace, reconciliation, and harmonious existence. Saraki, who said he took full responsibility for the decision, emphasized that it was a decision that had been inescapable. Saraki said he took full responsibility for the decision. Some members of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC in Kwara State has called for the expulsion of Senate President Bukola Saraki for alleged anti-party activities and lack of cooperation with the executive arm of the leaders of the National Assembly. The spokesman of the group, Taiwo Awodiji, who spoke on behalf of the party members who staged a peaceful protest at the APC National Secretariat in Abuja, commended Adam Oshiomhole-led National Working Committee for dissolving Alhaji Ishola Balogun Fulani-led State Executive Committee. The dissolution of the Balogun APC executive in Kwara State by Oshiomhole and the NWC is highly commendable, as it is long awaited, Awodiji said. The caretaker committee led by Bashir Balariwa was appointed on Monday to head the Kwara State Executive Committee of the ruling APC. This followed the dissolution of the state party executive led by Alhaji Fulani, an associate of Senate President Bukola Saraki and Kwara State Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed. In a resolution signed by the party national chairman, Comrade Adam Oshiomhole, and the national secretary, Mai Malam Buni, the NWC also constituted a caretaker committee in ward and local government area of the state. The protesters commended the NWC for implementing one of the requests it presented to the party leadership in a letter.
And being led into today's editorial by the Honourable Ministers.
Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has launched the first Patients' Bill of Rights that will protect and help vulnerable Nigerians get easy access to quality healthcare services. The rights of patients globally are basic essentials in a decent society, but in Nigeria, patients' rights are often violated or exploited. Worried by this development, the federal government, through the Consumer Protection Council in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Health, initiated the Patients' Bill of Rights to ensure that healthcare providers attend to their patients with dignity and respect. Speaking at the launch at the State House Banquet Hall, Abuja, Osinbajo said the bill will translate into new standards of quality, equity and dignity in patients' experience in healthcare in Nigeria. The Vice President admitted that government is aware of the nation's acute healthcare challenges and is taking steps to addressing them. He mentioned that the 2018 budget allocates 1% of the Consolidated Revenue Fund towards the funding of key health initiatives. Earlier, the Director General of the CPC, Babatunde Irukera, said protecting rights in the healthcare sector is of particular importance and a defining feature of how society should and must operate. The CPC boss said the bill will ensure that the rights of patients in the healthcare sector are truly respected and protected and empower citizens to demand quality healthcare services.
The whole idea of needing medical attention, regardless of status, inherently as a matter of default connotes vulnerability. As such, anything done to protect those in our society who are vulnerable is truly very noble. This groundbreaking effort to promote quality, equity, and dignity in healthcare, because after all, that is the key reading, quod erat demonstratum.
Speakers at the event were unanimous that the bill will help in strengthening healthcare delivery in the country.
I must commend the commitment and effort of the Consumer Protection Council, Federal Ministry of Health, the Nigerian Medical Association, and other professional associations, including the civil rights and civil societies, working relentlessly to aggregate the rights of patients in the healthcare sector. All these efforts have led to ensuring the reality of today's remarkable event.
The way they are treated, the way we handle them. And I congratulate CPC for bringing this to the light so that we realize that the problem of medical tourism, as we call it, is not only just due to the fact that people feel unsafe in this country, they feel that they are not well protected, their rights are not protected, privacy, and particularly also the environment in which they are treated. So this is a wake-up call for the medical community.
NMA have stood firmly to make sure that the patient bill of rights has been developed to this level. No wonder we were actively involved in the process, together with other health practitioners in Nigeria. We are confident that this Bill of Rights will improve the current system that are in place, so that at the end, we will all be working comfortably in an environment where the patients are well informed and also their rights are well protected.
The high point of the event was the unveiling of the Patient's Bill of Rights by the Vice President. The Patient's Bill of Rights addresses rights to access information, rights to timely access to medical records, rights to transparent billing, rights to privacy, access to emergency care, rights to reasonable visitation, rights to decline care, rights to quality care, and rights to complain and express dissatisfaction regarding services received. Awesome Raffle, Ben Television.
The presidency has said there was no truth in the claim that the President Muhammadu Buhari has a hand in the move by the minority members of the Benue State House of Assembly to remove the state governor Samuel Otom. Special advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, said this in a statement made available to journalists in Abuja. Adesina said Buhari will never be part of any unconstitutional act. He added that any attempt to link president with the inglorious past when minority number of lawmakers remove governor will not stick. The statement read, even while attending the ECOWAS summit in Togo, stringent attempts were being made to drag President Muhammadu Buhari into the unfolding drama between the executive and legislature in Benue State. The statement had been issued by different interest groups, insinuating that the president may have a hand in the development in Benue State. He said the president will always stand by all that is noble and fair and will reject attempts to drag him into infamy. Sokoto State Governor Aminu Waziri Tambuwal has urged Nigerians to reject what he described as prison yard democracy. Governor Tambuwal, speaking against the background of Monday's siege of the Benue State House of Assembly and other perceived violations of the country's democratic culture, including attack on the national legislature. The All Progressive Congress APC governor described the development as aberration that go against the fundamental human rights of Nigeria. Tambuwal, who became the first governor of APC to openly condemn the recent happening in the country, said Nigeria must in a strong terms say no to prison yard democracy, where the rights of citizenry are shackled to the caprices of few, as if we now run a nation of helpless inmates. The governor said further, these are unfortunate incidents, an aberration, an irrepressible attack on the fundamental human rights and privileges of fellow Nigerians and direct attack on the fledgling democracy. According to him, Nigeria must condemn this development. Tambuwal also called on the leaders at all levels to guard their utterances in order not to drive the nation further down to a path of divisiveness and ethnic religious mistrust.